Hey everyone, so it's January 14th, 2022. So I just got to the river, and as I'm driving in, I immediately noticed the water's a little higher than what I expected it to be for the gauge height. It also has a little bit more color to it. So what I'm doing is I'm actually fishing higher in the system than I normally do. They say that when the water's high, fish high. When the water's low, fish low. So what that means is when the water's high, fish higher in the system, there's less creeks coming in, and so there's a little less water to deal with, let's say. So I'm gonna start out with a 1/4 ounce Nightmare Jig in the top of this run, and I'll work my way through beads and spinners. So we'll see what happens. Start close. Looks like it's dragging a little bit. Can't really tell though. I don't think so. I'm just gonna let it keep going down there. Try to get in behind this over here. These overhangs are just a pain in the butt. Oh, there's a steelhead. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, too loose. Crazy. Sweeping cherry. Look at that. Oh, it's falling. Do not want this running down. No, it's like nope. It's just hanging out underneath that tree over there. It's a strong fish, good grief. I've got 12-pound test fluorocarbon on this time. I'm gonna see if I can get down so I don't have that tree in my way. just wants to hang out underneath that tree over there. Wow. Okay. You're in charge. I just don't want it to run. Just hanging out underneath that tree over there. Wow, what a strong fish. This one's no joke. It's like I can't do anything with this thing right now. I even got my heavier fishing rod. My bead rod is a fast action medium power, and man, it's just bent. Just bent. Oh. It goes down, I'm in trouble. Okay, let's try this in the water thing. I don't think that's really doing anything. Man, if it runs, I'm just in trouble. God, it's all the way in that tail out. Just don't know what else I can do. I just have to just let it tire itself out. Every time I even give it like the slightest amount of pressure, it just pulls right back twice as hard. No, it's like no. Yeah, I've never fished this spot, so I don't even know how much farther down I can get. Yeah, let's try it. Step in the water. No, it's not doing anything. Oh my God, it's almost over. Oh, it's going down. No, it's right in the tail out right now. Let me see if I can get around this. Falling in the drink. It's just right in the tail out of this one. Oh, it just came off, I think. Oh, it just came off. Dang it. Oh, dang it. Let's see what happened. It might have just come off. Look at that. It just came off. Wow. How does this feel? Yeah, I need to retie. Wow. Oh. I don't know how much of this camera caught that fight, but man, I just couldn't do anything with that fish. It got over in that tail out, and I was able to control it from going over. That was about it. Well, that makes 3 for the year that I didn't get in. This is my problem. So it's important after you hook or fight a fish to check your leader. And right down in here, it's frayed. Don't want to take a chance of hooking a fish and breaking off because I was being lazy. So one of my subscribers recently asked me if I had heard of these pips boxes. And he's an experienced angler. Let's just put it like that. And but it just goes to show that sometimes we take things for granted, but these are a way that you can store leader material. I just go ahead and tie up my rigs and just store them in here with the T-stops in place for my bead rigs. That way you can just store them right in your pack. But this 14mm Sweet Pink Cherry was pretty lucky for me once. I'm gonna leave it on there. You can see I've already got the T-stop on there. Pull that up to about 1.5 inches is about my sweet spot. Push the bead on there. As far as leader length, 30 inches is my go-to. And what I do is I actually put a little mark right there by my fingertip of Sharpie right at 30 inches. So when I tie it, I know right where to tie the knot in my leader. Just pull it right to the eye of that swivel. Pull it too far. Trialing knot. Always have 2 loops through the eye of that swivel or hook or whatever you're doing. 5 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that tag end goes through both. Keep it all tight. Always wet your knots, because that friction when you tighten it weakens the line. Plus it cinches up a little bit tighter. Cut off the tag end, don't toss it on the riverbank, and we're back in business. Let's go for number 2, see if I can lose 2 in the same hole here. I don't break the tip of my rod off. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Dang it. Maybe I stirred him up over there. Kind of doing some drift walking here. See if I can hook the same fish twice. Redemption. Oh. Stinks. All these overhanging trees are just a pain. It's a limb. Crap. Aha. So this is the perfect example of why you put that rubber bobber stop underneath your bobber with a bead, because my weighting system got hung up, and so that's what broke off. Got one of these little rolling drop swivels. Sweet Pink Cherry 14. All right, I'm back in business. Just need another weight. So I've totally changed over to using these Dave's tangle-free stick weights for my bead fishing. I just like the consistency of them. Plus the top of that kind of has a swiveling eye. I like that too. I think it kind of helps me keep line twist to a minimum. That on that snap, and we're back in business. So I'm hung up, and so here's a little tip. When you want to break off, point your rod in the direction of the hang up. Don't do this number to like this, because you're going to end up breaking your rod. I mean, I've already determined, I can feel it kind of vibrating like there's a tree, like a limb or a root that it's hung up on. So you want to pull directly, hold your spool, pull directly away until it busts off. Oh, broke off below the weighting system this time, so I didn't lose that. That's cool. Spinner time. Okay, here we go. Lucky. Oh, lucky. Look. Okay, so I need to get on to the next spot. I lost my spinner, so it's time to go. But that fish was powerful. Hooked somewhere right over on that other side. It ran down into that tail out. I tried everything to get it back, but man, it ultimately just came unpinned. So at least that Seeger 12-pound test line held, and so it's not a matter of breaking off like last week. So I'm gonna move on, move further down.